So you got to assume that after this near trade war, where the country suddenly come to terms with the fact that we don't really have any ways to get our oil to market other than the States. We can't really do anything with it if we're not selling it to them, and we're selling almost all of it to them, and we need the money. So you'd think, it's time to make some pipelines, right?
Build. Didn't Carney say it? Time to build.
So
thank you, Carney.
So Team Canada must be like, yeah, man, let's build some pipelines, right? What do you think Quebec has to say?
If during your discussions today, the issues of pipelines came up, and whether Quebec would now support either an Energy East or some other kind of pipeline that would take Alberta oil out to markets other than the U.S.
Yeah.
No.
Of course, right now, there's no social acceptability for this kind of project right now in Quebec. But, of course, situation, the economy, and what Mr. Trump is doing may change the situation in the future. So if there's a social acceptability, we will be open to these kind of projects. But right now, there's no social acceptability. No.
Okay.
Well, who's that? That's not club. That's not the Bloc, right? That's not the main party. That's what is it?
A Bloc's not the main party. Bloc's not the main party. Bloc is the federal party.
That's the Quebecois party, Quebecois or whatever.
That's the people. That's the party in power in Quebec.
Is it?
That's a provincial party.
Social. So you're right. Then basically, like the brainwashing media, social environment dictate your government. Then
they just want our money. They don't want our dirty oil going. I don't even know what it is. But here's the thing. Even if they change their mind, and I was going to pull up this exact same thread. Do you have all her tweets? I mean, she's got like 6 of them in a row that were all about that.
About this one?
Yeah, that's all the oil imports, right?
Yeah, I mean, just to continue what you're talking
criteria, about. Because she has another one that goes on how much they've pulled in from Saudi Arabia over the last 20 years or whatever.
Right. Okay. Well, this is just 2023. I mean, it's like, okay, well, we bought $3 million worth of oil, where there is no carbon tax and zero emissions regulations, but Alberta has to cut production to meet the mythical net zero. You can't hate these liberal hypocrites enough. And I guess it's got the energy there to 2023 all the way up from Nigeria. Oh, this ought to be a good. So she's probably taken this and switched to Nigeria to all these other ones.
Yeah. You should go to her profile.
Okay.
Because that's just Nigeria. So they also imported a bunch of oil from America last year to help meet demand, and a bunch of oil from Saudi Arabia.
I thought she was taking a break. I don't know what she's back, just like with all these. She's just back with all the goods.
The top chart, the one we were just looking at. Yeah, so go down a little bit.
Yeah.
Go down a little more. That one right there is Saudi Arabia.
46.8. So let's say 47,000 million to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, about another $2 billion a year.
Last 20 years. However, Saudi Arabia brutalizing women is no problem in Quebec, and liberals are good with it too. There you go. It's in Quebec. It's socially acceptable to support Russia, not Canada, and the liberals are okay with that. That's that social stuff again.
Oh yeah, right? That's oil from Russia.
Canada bought 71 million from Russia in 2023, including 20 million of oil because Francois Legault won't allow a pipeline. Good job, Naya. That's awesome.
So here's a question. So even now, let's say you own an oil company. And the social condition in Quebec has changed a little. And they're like, you know what? We changed our mind. You guys come build a pipeline. What did Marty say that pipeline cost to build? Like $6 billion? $8 billion or something like that?
I think 8 maybe. I don't know. That seems like...
Would you invest that money going through Quebec so that when the social acceptance goes the other way, what happens then?